welcome everyone. My name is Kartika Naya and you're watching SynchroShakti. Today we have another inspiring interview on breaking patterns. Now I want to invite on the screen a very special student of ours. Her name is Pavithra. I've met Pavithra on a one-to-one basis, so I know her backstory. I know where she came from. I've also had the pleasure of having Pavithra as part of our HealyFest 2.0, which we did in 2024, and I've seen her journey. And this particular episode is strongly on breaking patterns and especially around people. So, welcome, Pavithra, to our interview.
Thank you, Kartika. I'm so honored to be part of your interview today.
Super. Thank you for being here. And I just want us to immediately start with your backstory. What was life like before you made the breakthroughs you made now?
Okay, so before HealyFest, uh, it was like meeting people or getting help from them or expecting a support was simply not going to happen. It was there in my mind that I won't get the help. It was very clear, but I had no other person who could do that for me, so I had to face it. So I went out there knowing that the person is going to tell no, but anyways I have to ask them because I have no other option and nobody else can ask on my behalf. So this is how I went. I approached people, they used to say no, and I used to I know this is part of me, it's going to happen like this only, and then lot of internal beating, lot of uh, scolding myself, scolding so many people, including my parents.
Hmm.
And then I used to come back and then cry. So many things. This used to be a pattern. But what happened after during the Healy Fest was I'm doing this healing journey for weight loss since 2013. It all started for my weight loss. Then I went into depth and into depth and into depth. So many things in my personal life also happened, then which I had to go to therapist to get myself back to the place. So from 2016 onwards, I am going to different therapists. And the breakthrough, or I couldn't get any big breakthrough. It was only that I didn't go from a very bad state to even worse state. I that only so much the therapy helped me. And in the meanwhile I got lot of books to read. uh, Thankfully 2 years went in corona where I got to work from home, and
Hmm.
I got lot of time to read so many books. I was still employed, but my work was did not demand so much of this thing from me, so I had a lot of time to read books. So that was the kind of work. So basically, I understood every terminology. I understood every concept from inner child, all those things. But practically, how to put it to use, that I didn't know at all. And various therapists whom I met also, there were. I thought suddenly there were paucity of people. Those who could understand what I go through. Whatever I say, they say it is your mindset. It is your belief that is making. But I didn't know uh, how to develop another set of belief, because for me it was everything around people. My life was controlled by people. I go out, I have to ask somebody help, they will simply say no. So my thing was not happening because it was again the people. So this in a way made me more stronger by learning so many things. So that I can depend only on myself. So I became extremely skillful. But after a point of time, when it came to my career, I understood that you if I am so much talented and skilled, but I didn't know how to maneuver people, that is not going to help me. uh, then around 2018 I took a break from my work because I thought, no, let me develop, let me do something about my people skills. And then that time also I got to learn so many books. uh, then what happened was, during that period of time, that is when I understood there were so many belief systems that I carried around people. uh, and it was like that can happen to others, but it cannot happen to me. uh, then in my life also I never got an example of where somebody did a favor to me. That was never, it never happened. It was in a job. If I was in a job, I used to work so hard. I used to get a promotion, or I used to get some increment, or some perks in between. But a person, just because she joined in the same period as mine, or just because she was working the same project as mine, she would be given. So there also, I didn't feel that I was 100% wholeheartedly rewarded for what I did. So wherever I went back, I never got an example. So example where I was treated special, or I was recognized fully for what I contributed. Be it my home, in my home also it was never like that, because whenever I did things out of way for my family members, they simply used to disregard as saying this is exactly what we did to our parents or our siblings. So somewhat I was fighting for something, I don't know what, I never got. And so this thing turned out everywhere, also in workplace also. So then in 2019, in 2018 something else happened. No, I think 2020. Yeah, in 2020 I saw your video about 369 Tesla code of manifestation, where you had mentioned about some 17 seconds how we have to do something. So that was the first video I saw yours in YouTube. So see, I know this manifestation, I know law of attraction, everything from my 12th standard. I loved English for I don't know whatever reason. So there used to be a girl in my class in my 12th standard. She had a very good command over the language. She was very, the way I speak my mother tongue, the same way she used to speak English, so casually, not looking for words and all. So I went and asked her, you suggest a book for me to read. She told me, you read the book Power of Positive Thinking. So I read Power of Positive Thinking maybe 10, 12 times. And so I know that we have to think positive and all those things. But what happened was, even when I think positive, it will take me till that point where I'm going to get the thing what I wanted, but then again I won't get it. I don't know what it is. So there were several examples in my life where it will take me to that point. I will get it, but before I could enjoy, it will be taken away from me. So so I thought, so many things, jargons are there in these things: codependency, inner child healing, reparenting, all those things on an English level I can understand, but putting it into practical use, I didn't know. So then I came across your video, 369, that video, and you mentioned about how we have to manifest, how we have to use the emotions and all those things in that. So I didn't know, Kartika, that you had emotions other than being happy also. I saw that video. Then you mentioned that joyful, fulfilling, satisfaction, all those things I wrote down. Then then I started searching for equivalent word, synonym of this, synonym of that. Then I came across this emotion wheel and all those things. I know that emotion wheel exists and all those things, but how to club this to our manifestation, I didn't know till that moment I saw your video. So then I saw that video, and during that time, I manifested a sari for me. Because that was the corona time and there were so many online scams going on. So I was very scared that if I place an order for, it was a sari for 1,800 rupees online. I don't know what if they scam. With so much of fear, I still did that 369. The exactly, I replaced the word money, whatever you had given in that video, with sari, and then I did that, and I got the sari also. First time in my life, I wanted something, I got it without any problem.
So let me just stop. The first time
Absolutely.
in my life, I got something that I wanted without any problem. Right.
Yeah. So there was, otherwise things would I can tell you 10,000 ways how it could have gone wrong, but it didn't happen. But I didn't also realize that this is the first time I got this with nothing. I just thought finally something worked for me. And then I just kept on going with that. And then back in 2019, I was hopping therapist after therapist, because I could clearly see there was something that was not working in my favor, but I am doing everything what these books say. What it is, I didn't know. So I met one therapist. Her name is Nisreen Porbandarwala. She helped me a lot. She is a theta healing specialist. So she did theta healing, and she helped me go deep into this, all those things, and then slowly things. Then after that, I landed up in your video. Then slowly I started following your videos, your free seminars, and all those things. And then I joined your breaking free pattern. You conducted one 3-day workshop, 5-day workshop. So I attended that. So till that time I understood that there are a lot of patterns running, and that is why I'm recreating. That much awareness I had, and I knew that what was the belief that was also creating, but I didn't know that there is a way to break that belief. I mean, no one told me also that these beliefs can be broken in the language that I understand. All the books say everything says, but that didn't work for me. Then I attended your 5-day break the pattern workshop. That was, you did it for money, I think. I did it for money. I have no problem with money. Manifest money in the sense, I'm not so rich, but for me, people and the relationship people were much more problematic than money. So so then I attended that. Then from that 5-day workshop, I started picking up one pattern. After the workshop was over, I started picking up one pattern and then started doing. But still, on people level, I didn't know what was that exactly that is happening. So then I used to pick up very small things that you mentioned in it. So that is when I understood that when you are asking in the workshop, you asked to look something opposite of what you feel, or an example where somebody has achieved all those things you used to mention. But I didn't understand that when you told. So whatever was very little bothering for me, all those things I used to do and pick up and do. Then you, in all your videos, you mentioned about you had a course, no, life
Living in freedom. Yeah.
Living in freedom. Yeah. So living in freedom. So I was chasing you and your team for, when is this LIF course and all those things. But I didn't get a response, and finally get a response means you responded, but that course was not seen in the anywhere in the near. So then in 2022, I think you announced your HealyFest.
HealyFest.
Yeah. So by that time I had already I was very good, things were going good in my life, so I thought maybe I will join this HealyFest. Then what happened was, when I decided that okay, I will join the HealyFest, something drastic happened in my office. So I couldn't focus on joining HealyFest. Nothing. It didn't have. I didn't have time or space. Again, the same people problem, same problem with people.
Repeating pattern.
Yes, repeating pattern, and this was in a level which I couldn't imagine at all. So that simply went away. Then I decided that no, maybe work is not something meant for me. I am in corporate, so this is not for everyone, because I am very sensitive also. So then I thought maybe no, let me go and do something else. Then that is when I think our one-to-one coaching you came, and I got another offer from another organization. Then I was seeking your help to decide whether I could join this job or not. With all those things, with your guidance
And you
and
had
all.
so much fear to join the job because you
Yeah.
prayed of the same patterns here.
So then I joined there. But what happened was, in that time, after I left the previous organization and before coming to you for session, the HR of that organization, she is the first person HR I have met who was so good. She was very, very she was like, she cared for the people whom she interviewed. So generally HRs are very much, they want to favor the organizations, but she was very good. So that is the first time I saw somebody in my life who was doing something for me just because she is like that, and just because I am like that. She saw so much genuinity in me that she genuinely wanted to help me. So that was, I think, the first time I saw somebody like that in my life. Then finally I went ahead with that job offer, and I was going through life. Everything was perfectly normal and everything. Then I joined the HealyFest. Then so during the HealyFest journey, I understood so many things that I was already working on. I didn't know how to develop that beliefs.
So this
So
was HealyFest the 2.0. So now this is 2024. So you couldn't join the first HealyFest, and then
I think,
you joined the second one when we did it 2 years later, right?
yeah,
Just for timeline context, yes.
yeah, correct. So and I think I messaged you asking about when is your LIF course, because that was only my focus. And then I think you messaged replying that I'm doing HealyFest. LIF is part of this
Part of
HealyFest.
it, yeah.
Yeah, some size I remember. Then I already joined, but I have to tell you this, Kartika, that my sister, without even knowing that I am already watching your movies, watching your videos, and all those things, she actually joined one of your courses. I don't know which course, something about money she joined, and then she came and told me that Kartika told we have to see the trees, and all the trees in those trees leaves will be there. We have to imagine that those leaves are the money, something she, I vaguely remember she told this. Then I thought, then maybe I will look at these trees and think of them as people. So I think then onwards I was looking at trees and all those things as people, whom I think after that only your HealyFest thing came into
Yeah.
mind. That's the timeline actually. I was just thinking. So when I go to office, I used to see trees. I used to mark mentally myself. These coconut trees are the past abusive people, but they have now decided they will only give me coconuts. This kind of vague imaginations.
And that works. It trains your mind to think differently. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that helped me. So what happened was, in that organization that I joined, there were people like that. But because I was trained that these abusers are coconut trees, and they give coconuts, I was not as much agitated or as much disturbed by those people. I looking back, I handled them like so coolly, exactly the way how I wanted to handle. Though mentally I was very agitated, uh, but I think looking back, I didn't feel that extra burden or weight to handle. So things started working out. So like that, I used to mentally keep whenever I see number 69 on the road in any of the vehicle, I will see that my pattern is repeating. My pattern is reversed with
Patterns
people.
are reversing. Wow, that's
This
amazing.
is just inspiration I got from what my sister told about that money tweeting that you told. So I was doing all these things. I started seeing so many 69. I started 96. So it was all going. So I was handling all these things well. Then I joined this HealyFest. So in this HealyFest, one thing what I thought I will take your words seriously was, first, I don't know, in one of your interviews or in your live sessions you mentioned that there is no other person like me in this world because my problems are very peculiar. So that is exactly what I felt about myself. So I thought that there is nobody else, because every therapist says something. They say you should not think about your parents like that. But I think about them because I have suffered because of whatever is their belief system. So, but then I didn't know. But then when I heard you say that, then I thought, yeah, maybe we share so many things in similar. I should take whatever you say very seriously and follow, whether I get results or not. So sincerely, I used to follow everything, whatever you told in the HealyFest, like right 10 phase one and phase two. I still do many times when I feel extremely happy. I do that phase one and phase two
That's
because I get
appreciation. Yeah.
lot of points. which I can use when I'm little bit dull. So,
Yeah.
so initially I didn't know anything because nobody has ever told anything good about me. And even if
Mm.
people genuinely told me, I had always disregarded them in some ways.
Because you
I
didn't
didn't.
believe that about yourself.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I thought maybe they are good. That is why they see good in me. I never
Mm.
gave any credit for me. So then I started writing. Then few things that obviously people uh, tell about me. All those things I started writing. Then more and more I started practicing it. Uh, I felt the change around me was not big. But internally, I felt a lot of uh, okay with being me with myself. That is how I feel it is. Okay, if I don't do, it's okay. If I do, it's okay. So that kind of things happen. I like lot of journaling. I used to write so much, and all your exercises were you write. So that was a kind of motivation for me also, because you are asking me to do something to write, because
Mm.
mindfulness, all those things is difficult for me.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, but writing came easily for you. Mm.
Yeah, so I write a lot, so all those things was very easy for me to do. And I used to write. I used to write everything. I don't know. I used to write this. Kartika is asking me to write 10. I'm not even able to find three.
Mm.
That kind of things I used to do. Then in one of the sessions, I think there was one more Pavithra in the same batch.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I was attending your live class, and after the live class, you generally conduct a Q&A session. So that time, at that in my mind, I was just telling that again you were talking about some homework. Okay, so that girl happened to ask something about the homework. So so you actually reprimanded her, telling
Mm.
that without trying, if you ask, that is not fair or something like that. So
Mm.
it was like bang on me. So
Mm.
then I took it as, yeah. So for one second it didn't strike me that you're telling the other girl, because you pointed out the
Mm.
name. You go, Pavitra, you are not trying, and without trying, if you ask.
I
So
remember this. Yeah, I remember this. Strict teacher scolding
yeah,
the student.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, not even trying. Yeah.
yeah. So then that brought up some change in me. I don't know. And next day onwards, I started trying. Let me try something. Let me try something. Because I go back to my parents and ask what is the good thing. They don't know. If they had known, they would have uh,
Yeah.
brought me in
Mm.
a much better way. So
Mm.
then I used to go back to my sister asking. She used to say so many things. I used to include that, and there were few good friends of mine. I used to reach out to them. Then they used to say me, and I used to keep writing it every day. Feeling I was not able to feel really. Then I used to imagine that you are saying it. My
Mm.
sister is saying, because when my sister says, I take it very seriously. My sister says, and my family friend is there. If he says, I take it very seriously. So my previous company MD is there. If he says something, I used to take it very seriously. So I used to imagine that whatever I have written, these people are telling me. So
Mm.
it became easy for me to
Feel it. Yeah. Mm.
at least listen to it, I would say.
Mm.
uh,
Mm.
so so I used to do all those things seriously. Then 3 months went, I didn't find big change. But then I saw
Mm.
many of the HealyFesters posting that they got this, they got that, and all those things. But because I have been doing all these internal work for so long, I was very sure that something is changing, some shift is
Mm.
happening.
Mm.
I didn't feel that whatever I'm doing is waste of time. I didn't have that feeling, because I knew that something
Mm.
somewhere is shifting. It will happen where it has to happen. So, and
Mm.
that is, I think I remember my first breakthrough came where a person
Mm.
who he met me in office. I posted that success story also. A person
Mm.
met me in office, and he handed over me sweet box. He
Mm.
was a vendor.
Mm.
He came to meet so many people, and he gave me the sweet box. I understand that he gave only to me, and he didn't give it to
Mm.
rest of
Yeah.
them. So that was something unbelievable to me, because it has never had.
Never had that
Never
experience.
happened. Yeah. See, what has happened is they will bring 10,000 of boxes. They will give it to everybody. And when it's my turn, they will say, sorry, madam, just got over. So I was used to that. Uh, so, so this is something I didn't do anything. I didn't give them order, nothing. I was just having a discussion with them. That's also, then I got this belief, yeah, something is changing. So this helped me to have a belief that my vibration towards the people are changing. My vibration is changing, because that is what immediately I felt, that my vibration is changing, because that is what you used to keep on saying. If we are vibrational matched to somebody, I mean some bully or somebody, or we will be default attracted to them. So this is what I felt. And fortunately, in that organization that I was working, I got a new reportee from a college. She was exactly like my mirror image. uh, like, for this generation kid, she was very very sincere, very good. And I always had problems with my boss. So in this organization, uh, there was a visibility for my department, the vice president, to see me. So there also, with less interaction, he was able to see what is the value I was offering here to the project or whatever it is. So everything was up, also got settled, down also got settled. This is what I felt. Not settled, at least I've started to attract the right kind of people to work along with me. So things were going smooth, and I was given a hint about a possible promotion and all those things. So everything was going smooth, and all those things also I took up as my daily practice in HealyFest. So then what happened was, I want to mention so many small pattern breaks that uh, that actually motivated me, and that actually gave me a strong confidence to take the decision what I have taken to it. What usually happens is, when I go and park a vehicle, I ride two-wheelers. So two-wheeler parking is not so difficult in Chennai when compared to the four-wheeler. But even in two-wheelers, the moment I go and park, the moment I used to see that, yeah, I can park here, somebody will come and park, or auto will come and stand. You cannot speak to these auto wallas and all those things. And I already have a pattern: when I ask help, they won't do.
One's gonna help, yeah.
And generally in Chennai, auto people are very helpful. Even from them, I didn't get any help. Such bad was my pattern. So this suddenly changed. So even when the parking lot was full, when I was looking, this is full, where shall I park? Somebody will take their vehicle and go. So this may appear very small for some people, but
it's
for
a
me
big
it's very huge, because it has never happened like that in my life. So this is one breakthrough, and it is not that it is repeating. I have carried on everywhere. Now I go, I get a parking.
You get that.
So even there is a place, Paris Corner in Chennai, where you cannot park even your two-wheeler. So there I went, and a watchman standing in one building called me. He told, you park your vehicle here. I didn't, that parking lot space was not visible to me. But he called me and he asked me to park. So such was the transformation for me when it comes to this. And the second breakthrough is, I'll tell you, this has happened with police, the traffic police. Right from my college days, uh, I I used to uh, I used to go in my two-wheeler. The police will ask for license. I won't have license, and he will say, he'll ask me for some money, you know. So I'm from a not big city like Chennai, but where even in those times, even nowadays, if you see, police are not so harsh with the women riders. They'll simply warn and let the others go. So in the place where I come from, they will not even stop the ladies who are driving to ask for license. But for me, that was not the case. I came from a college. The police stopped me, the traffic police. He asked me to show license. I told it is at home. He told me, you park your vehicle here, take your key, go back to your home, bring the license and show. That kind of behavior, that it was not normal those days. So and traveling from that place where the police stopped my vehicle to my home and back to this place was 2 hours journey in bus. He didn't have that much even consideration for
Empathy.
me. So there was no example. So this was the kind of people I met in my life. So after that, everywhere, every time, my police will catch me. I will park my vehicle. They will take the vehicle and say, this is no parking. This was my problem with the traffic police.
How beliefs can reflect in every like tiny angle of our lives here.
And then I was doing all this work as usual. Suddenly one day I stopped at the signal. Suddenly one traffic police who was standing there, he got up and he saluted me. I don't know. I don't know what happened, what he thought. I didn't know. So then I thought something has changed because because I'm saying this because this was a traffic police. I didn't do anything. I didn't salute to him. I didn't do anything. I was wearing my helmet and riding. So probably he mistook me for somebody. I don't know, but I saw it as something pattern being broken or something like that. And then soon after 2-3 days after that, again I was caught by a police. When I and my sister we were riding, the police caught me. I was driving, and there in front of that police, I told, we are not aware of the rules, sir. You cannot be so strict with us on those things. And then he let us go. That was also the first time. After my college days, after like about 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years. After that, till now, I mean, last since HealyFest 2.0, I have not faced any this kind of issue with the
police. Because the belief itself is broken that this is my partner, and now I feel like the partner is broken, so it reflects off as peaceful. Now you're just riding. Now you don't even think about these guys.
Yeah, right. So this is another thing. And the third small thing I'll tell you, I like keeping all these mehendi, henna on the hand. That's the tradition that we follow here. You know that. So I like to go to somebody. There are so many henna plants on the road. You see, I'll go and pluck some leaves. What happened? This is also a pattern. Since I moved from my hometown to Chennai, it's almost like 10 years now. Somebody who is going on the road, no business to speak with you. They'll simply come and ask, why are you plucking it? What are you going to do? Don't pluck it. You should, these kind of unnecessary discussions they will have with me. It is not your plant. It is some plant going on the soil. It's not that a lady says, Jens also will come and say this. He will say, you are not growing that plant. When the plant is growing, why do you want to pluck? Then I used to say, like, I am not plucking the plant. I am just taking few leaves. So this because I was met with all these kind of people, I developed the habit of over explaining to everything and everybody. This also I was not aware that by over explaining, I'm giving them so much of information. So this also came to my awareness that this is none of their business. I should not over explain and all those things. So this happened like this. Suddenly one day, it was one morning, I thought today let me go and pluck henna leaves from a nearby open site. I went there. I saw a stone, big rock was there on that plot. Somebody has already kept one you also get henna thing, just like how you get palak and all. One
Mm-hmm.
what do you say that? One this thing will be of
Bunch.
20 rupees or 25 rupees pouch. So somebody
Mm-hmm.
already kept it and went. It was lying there. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I just took it and came. Then after that, nobody ever bothers me with when I pluck henna. It was also something that I went to pluck in somebody's house. Somebody who was going on along the way, he and his daughter came and they told, "Let me also help you pluck," and they plucked it and gave it to me. They didn't take it. So
Wow, what a completely
yeah,
different
yes.
pattern. Yeah,
So,
amazing.
yeah. So this is all, you people, those who have problem with other people will understand. You do your business peacefully. You cannot do peacefully. Somebody will come and have to say something to judge you, or unnecessarily they'll give you advice as though you don't know anything. This is some kind of irritation. It causes some kind of irritation. You cannot be free kind of feeling. So this also happened to me. So this also the pattern I have broken. So till today, even when I pluck, nobody speaks. Everybody minds their business and goes.
Hmm.
So yeah. So this is another small. For me, it is very big
These are big ones
pattern.
because yeah, these are all big, and you think that people will think this is small, but no, they're all. That's why in the beginning itself of this call, I was trying to before we hit record, I was showing her, I was giving her the context, of, like, why it's such a big deal because of where, like, 'cause I've done one-to-one with her and I've seen the background of where she came with so much struggles with people. And then I was talking about the feed post. So many, I got selected for the thousand something, I
Yeah,
forget what
yeah.
the
This
was.
I have to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So this one, next one for me is I write good English. Okay, a decent English. So many times in my previous organizations also, my bosses used to say that you write a nice email and give me, or you write this article and give me, and all those things. I used to write that article or something, and they will not credit me for that.
They'll take the credit instead.
Yeah, they'll take the credit, and they won't even mention that, I thank so and so for doing this, for helping me. I won't get any credit for that also. So what happened was, I was doing all these things free of cost. Cost means not to expect that they'll acknowledge or all those things. So I never used to get, I didn't get anything free of cost till today. Nobody gave me anything free of cost. It was either because uh, I did so much to them, and they were forced to do something back. That was it. uh, but otherwise nobody gave anything to me. And so what happened was, I attended a self development group. Initial, they offered something free of cost to join, to just have a feel of it. So I just felt it, and then they asked to write a review. Then I wrote a review, and then they actually announced that if you write good review, if we find that your review is good, we will offer you a course worth 5,000 or 6,000 free of cost. You can join that workshop, some 3 hours or 4 hours workshop. So I wrote a review, but I didn't even expect that I will be selected. I didn't know all those things. Whatever I felt attending that course, how I felt about it, I just wrote a review, and then I got that thing that, your review has been selected, so you can attend this workshop
Wow.
free of cost. So that is
Fun.
also, yeah,
You won something. It's
yeah.
phenomenal. So I actually just want to, just go through some of these, part of 1,000 million deal. Then you said, I had a wonderful day. I was part of leadership meeting. There's so many stories. At second line of attracting good people, I'm breaking patterns. My tenant complained about some EB meter issue. I called a local EB office guy,
Mm.
providing the details.
Yeah,
So many
tenants
different.
again was a big issue.
Mm, mm,
We had a tenant. The tenants in the house that we rent, they always create problem after the problem. And because I had problem with the people also. They also sensed something, and they used to. I couldn't demand the justified repair charges from them. They used to simply say that you give, this is what you have to, this is what is the amount you have to give us full, you cannot do, and all those things. And I used to get scared. And even the people, those who I take for the support, they also will say at the end of the day that why to have all these things? You better give it. God will give you from other sources. But when you give actually from your heart, that I know I'm going to get, that is different. But you feel that you have been cheated,
Forced,
or
forced to
you are
give
being
it.
forced, but then you have to forcefully think that God will give from other sources. That that will not stick with me. So that was not. So then this I saw this gentleman who came, who was the tenant. I had to, and the people staying there would demand also that you come here and go. That place is very far. It's like 25 kilometers from the house I stay. So it's not possible to go every time. So, uh, and then what happened? There are many tenants, for many house owners who treat their house as theirs. Okay, they won't trouble the house owners, they will do everything by themselves, very fair, very good people. But unfortunately I didn't get, I had to keep that house vacant for almost 3 years, because of the mental damage that the previous tenant had done to me. So these are the losses I was already incurring. So but then during this time, this tenant had come, and they are very good people, exactly the kind of person that any house owner wants. That is
Wow,
also
so it's a
small.
pattern. So many patterns are broken. So basically, it's a lot of really good people and patterns breaking. What I want to ask you, and I've seen abundance challenge. You did so many abundance challenges, and you were like day one, day two, day three, scoring yourself all the abundance.
Future pacing.
Future pacing, yes.
So for me, what worked the most, what I like the next most thing other than morning writing this self appreciation was future pacing. Because why I like it so much was, Kartika, during this future pacing only I recognized that your other video that I initially saw in 2020 or 2021, this 369 method, had so much impact on my labeling my emotions. I didn't know that after that I was actually going through a lot of list of emotions and writing what I was feeling, but I didn't know that it originated from this
Video.
exercise where you asked to write 17 seconds with lot of emotions. So that future pacing thing I loved because there is no pressure that this has to happen like that,
Has
because
to
that is
happen.
what
It's more
you
of
taught.
just, yeah, yeah.
So that is what you had also mentioned very clearly. It may not manifest exactly the same you want, but the emotion will manifest.
But the
So that
emotion, yeah,
was
the experience will match the emotion you are future pacing for the day.
correct. So that is how I used to future pace, and my most of the time, my days in office, everything that emotion was matching.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I used to think that I go into the meeting, and my uh, uh, the entire team of people, those who don't like me, they finally say that, yeah, Pavithra, we didn't see in you uh, something like that, and they hand over bouquet to me and all those things. But nothing like that happened. But actually what happened was, their things to bother me didn't actually bother me. I was able to be in this emotion only, that felt appreciated. Actually nobody appreciated also many days. But when
Mm.
coming home while riding from office back home, I used to have this feeling of, when somebody appreciates, what is the feeling you carry, that feeling was always there. So
Mm.
I these were all very new to me. Feeling
Mm.
appreciated, feeling joyful,
Mm.
feeling supported, all these things were very new to me. So it kind of brought me that childlike feeling that I am learning something now, and how curious you will be every day to learn new things. It was like I was learning A, and tomorrow I have to learn B, and day after tomorrow C. So that kind of curiosity to actually experience that emotion
Wow.
was there that during the future pacing. I think I would have posted most of the success stories on future pacing also,
Future
because that
pacing. So you had
also
so many
worked.
days. Yeah, so many days that matched the emotion. So many things that happened that matched the emotions that you were playing with. As very without that attachment to it has to happen. You were just playing and just learning curiously, and things are matching that emotion. Experiences are matching that emotion. So I want to move closer to the end of this interview by asking you, for someone who is struggling with people and negative patterns with people, what is the number one advice you would give to them?
Uh, See, there are many things. I would go to what you had told. There are many things that is working in our life, but we only see what we are not working, because that is what we have been trained so far. So what I suggest is this self appreciation exercise and future pacing definitely helped me in dealing with the fear, or expecting no from others, or expecting no support from others. These it helped handle those no's, or handle the expectancy that something negative is only going to happen to me. So
Hmm.
that from I think that shift is necessary when dealing with people,
So
because
to
when
appreciate yourself and to practice the day before, how you'd feel in the day before the day begins.
so for me that helped more.
Hmm.
Uh, and I manifested a lot of miracles also. I was on a Europe trip, and I lost something valuable there, and it is not possible that I can get it back. It has never happened again. Never happened. I lose
So in the
something and I
past, if
get
you
back.
lost it, you lost it.
I lost it. I lost it. So so there also, that time I future paced how my trip will be. I felt miracle, and I felt so much love and warmth from people. Everybody hugging me. All those things I did, and I went there. And it was after 4 hours I came back to the same place I lost, and I was just looking and standing, and I felt like asking this someone who was standing next to me. I mean, who was a local shopkeeper there. Uh, Fortunately, there he understood Hindi. He was from India, I don't know, or from whichever country. Uh, I asked him, "Did you see this thing here?" He told, "हाँ हाँ यहाँ पे था मैंने लेके रखा है," and then he handed it over to me.
So you went
It
to the
is
exact
not at
person who
all the
had it. Wow.
it was
Wow.
it is something. Even if you ask me, do you think it will happen again,
You would still be
at
like,
a very
no.
conscious level I will say no, but subconsciously I know we can work, we have a way. So I
Wow.
found people very supporting people, loving people, those who are very fair. I started getting those kind of people in my life. It's and people those who used to bully me, they are also leaving away from my life.
That's what I've always said when we've changed our vibrations. Either the people who bullied you change or they leave. Either way, you don't suffer them anymore. Yeah. I'm just glad that people believe what I'm saying and actually practice it. That's the major like thing that comes in my head is I'm telling you something that's going to change your life, but do you believe me? Do you believe me? But when you do, when the students believe it and really practice it, and you see 20-year-old patterns, 30-year-old patterns breaking, thank you for believing me and doing the work. It is so important that you did that. So, really good job.
I am still for practicing that self appreciation,
Me too.
and other people, those who I am actually part of something else. So when people meet on me, the meet on the Zoom call and all, they say that Pavitra, you look so happy. You look, your face is shining. All those things,
I also mentioned
I
that to you
started to
today.
believe that.
I
I
also
started to,
I also mentioned
yeah.
that to you today. Right. Because that's the first thing I saw was your face. And I saw your smile and I saw your glow and I saw the way you've decked yourself and I felt she's looking so pretty. Like that was what was like blaring and I just said it. I was like saying, but see, you attracted that experience into your thing, which before was nobody ever said anything or did anything or whatever that you didn't notice. So we're coming to the end of the interview because I want it to be of a certain timing so people have the space to go through. I want to firstly just say two things. Number one, the stuff that Pavitra is talking about, I'm doing a free training on it. It's 2.453 hour training. It's called How to Change Your Life in Less Than 6 months Without Forcing Yourself to Be Positive and Without 5 a.m. rituals. It's happening for free. If you want to see the next date, please go check in the description and study, come for that class. That whole HealyFest method, A to Z, many of the things she's talking about is in that class. Don't come for techniques. Don't come if you are only interested in like a short training. This is a proper long form training. I'm teaching you all the things that they've done. I'm telling you what they've done. So I'm not going to go into like specific techniques, but I'm going to tell you what you can start doing. So if you want to learn that, come, and you'll also show you how to change people and situations without forcing anyone outside, just like Pavitra did. I'm also going to teach you how to stay consistent with this practice. So if this is something for you, register in the description. Second thing I want to say is to you, Pavitra, is very very proud of you, because you from beginning to now you're like I'm so invested in your growth and breaking patterns, and you were so like you're not giving up, and you're not like I love judging people. I just want you were hey, you know what, I want to break this, and I'm gonna do what it takes, and that's what makes people get results is they actually do something as opposed to just giving up halfway through and being like, yeah, it's okay, I can, it's not for me. And I know hundreds of people like this. They're whatever age, they're like, I've done everything, I know everything, it's not in my destiny. But you said no, I'm still going to break it. And you would see 69, 96, and you're like, no, this is showing me I'm going to break my pattern. So kudos to you. And I think that's one of the biggest things I take back from your testimony is firstly patterns can break, but secondly, kudos to your investment in your self development, because not only have I seen you in one-to-ones and HealyFest, but I have seen even after HealyFest you still posting and you're still like texting me and telling me, hey, I have this result and that result after HealyFest even finished. So kudos to your commitment.
Yeah, thanks, Kartika. Thanks to you because that one word, what you told, actually changed my approach. That you told that I am the first one in the world. Nobody is there. So I have to. If I don't do for me, who else is going to? So
Yeah, you're
that
the only
one
one who
word.
can save yourself. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Thank you
absolutely.
so. Thank you so much, and keep doing more courses. I would like to join more.
Yeah, new HealyFest started already. We have new HealyFest. We have people from your batch also who joined as a sit-in for the. I don't know if you know, but even in this webinar that we are talking about how to change your life in 6 months, although I'm going to give you the thing on a platter to study. Those who want to study with us practically can also join HealyFest, the new batch that is. It's not. It's a semi-live, so it is recordings plus once a month live classes, so you all can join. But you don't have to come for the webinar. You'll get everything there anyway for you to start your practice. So that's it. Thank you again, Pavitra. And it was really a joy to see you again in such beautiful circumstances. And keep practicing. And next time you'll have another 100 new stories to share with us.
Thank you. Thank you, Kartika. Bye.
Most welcome. Thank you, Pavitra. Bye.
Yeah, Kartika, I really want to share my heartfelt thanks and gratitude to you because the things like this, changing these beliefs or the patterns, which are the core reasons for the repeated that show up as problems or issues with different people, require a lot of changes in the belief system and pattern. Now I took up all the course materials very seriously. All the teachings that you gave and all the homeworks that you gave, I followed it religiously. And some of the things uh, from your teachings, like if the man says no, universe says yes, etc., helped me. These were the little kind of gems that really helped me change my self talk, which I think is one of the main reason for bringing about the change in the outer reality. So and I feel any change that we have to make requires a lot of support, and the support and that you gave in terms of reviewing the various emails that I sent, helping me develop the perspective that new perspective that I was trying to build up. It really gave me that kind of trust in the process. Uh, so specifically, if I have to say, many times when I did sit to do the homework or take up my real life situation to implement the learnings that you were sharing during the various classes, I used to feel stuck, and I used to feel free to open the email and start drafting the email to you. But surprisingly, by the end of the email, I would have got a different perspective or empowering belief about this situation. This is very important to mention, because this thought that there is already somebody who is there to support, who is not going to judge, and who is going to be with my journey of shifting this belief, actually helped me a lot to bring about the changes. So thank you so much for that.